the outweigh of the migration problem, I think the solution is mixed between the way how they're dealing in Australia and in Denmark. So if I look at the migration policy, and nobody in the EU is blaming Australia that they are violating the human rights, the right for the migration or immigration. Nobody's blaming. But you know the way how Australia is dealing? Because it's an island, like UK, you know. But unfortunately, France is too close to you, so it doesn't really help you. So they swim there, over there. But in Australia, it's like, if they're really arriving, you put them like to that one place, then we're gonna really separate them, who you are, where you're coming from. Are you a refugee? Are you just a migrant, economical migrant? What is your background? And then we're gonna treat you on the best way for us. So if you're really a refugee and you can prove that you're coming from the war zone, fine, okay, you're welcome. But most of them, of course, they're not from the war zone. They're just looking for the better life. And it's understandable for that. Well, I can understand in the personal way of view, of course, like if I were born like in Bangladesh, of course I will try to find a way, and if Angela Merkel is saying that you're all welcome, of course I will take all my things and try to go to Germany. So, and nobody can blame me because, well, I'm from Bangladesh with $1 per day. But, well, of course it's not our duty to help all the world. But if I were there, I could understand this. But how Australia is doing, very strict way. So in other policies, they can be very left-wing and crazy, especially with the COVID restrictions and rules. But with the migration, they're pretty okay. Same thing with Denmark. Like last year, the Minister of Migration of Denmark, who's actually half migrant, his father is from Africa, and he's from a socialist party. So you can imagine like the nightmare. Minister of Migration from the socialists and of Denmark was a very liberal country, and they were the first country of Europe who proposed we're going to send back all the Syrian refugees because the war is over. So, and that's the way how to do. Of course, if you're a real refugee from the country where there's a war, we're going to help you, absolutely. We can do it. But when the war is over, why are you staying here?
Yeah.
So there's your own country who's waiting for you to build it up. So, and when I say in the European Parliament, I say to the socialist colleagues in the plenary, in the speech, that, hey, you're all the time blaming the right wing here, that, oh, we are anti-migrants and we don't want to help the people. Sorry, your own party from Denmark is sending back now the Syrians by your own minister who's half migrant. And you're not blaming of them. Is there like some kind of hypocrisy, you know, like? And they're like, we don't know anything about this. Well, maybe you should look on your member countries, you know, like what they're doing. So, but the way how they are dealing with the migration policy, that's the good side. So I think that's the right way to do, and that's why we have to really hope that most of the countries of the EU or in the Europe can have this kind of governance, even if your minister is half migrant. But if he's doing a good policy and a good job, then why not do it and send them back?